So this is an example of a simple Expressjs web application that uses Firebase Firestore for users sign up and login functionality. It is designed to handle user interactions through HTTP endpoints. Let's break down the key components of this code. And the first thing is that setting up Express and static files. The code starts by importing necessary modules Express and Firebase admin and initializing the Express application app and setting up the static file servicing using the express.static middleware. And the second thing is that initializing Firebase admin SDK. So this is the initialization of Firebase admin SDK. The Firebase admin SDK is initialized using the service account credentials provided in the mykey.json. So this is the mykey.json, which is the unique key I downloaded from the Firestore database. And this Firestore instance DB. So this is the variable DB. This acts as an instance. It is used to create to initialized Firebase admin SDK. And this is the sign up endpoint. So we can see here this is the sign up endpoint where this endpoint serves as an HTML page for user sign up. When users access this endpoint, they are presented with a form to enter their username, email and password. So basically this is the sign up endpoint. This links with the signup.html where we write a HTML code. It gives us a form to sign up. And next coming to the um, sign up submit endpoint. So this is the sign up submit endpoint. This endpoint handles the form submission from the sign up page. It uses the Firestore instance database to add a new document to the user data collection, storing the user's username, email, and password. If the addition is successful, it responds with a success message. So if there is an error, it responds with a failure message. So when we enter a data and we sign up, it it actually gives the output like sign up successful, please log in. So next come to the endpoint login. This endpoint serves as an HTML page for user login. When users access this endpoint, they are presented with a form enter to email and password. So actually this links to the login.html page where we write a special form that asks the user to log in. So it contains an email and a password. And next come to the login submit endpoint. So this endpoint handles the form submission from the login page. It uses the Firestore database instance DB to query the user data collection using the provided email and password. So if the query returns any matching documents, it responds with a successful login message. If no documents match, it responds with login failed. Basically, when we enter data in this sign up, so it stores in the database. When we try to log in with the same details, it gives a success message. When we try to give a new email or a new username or a new password to this login page, if it is not presented in the Firebase, it generally gives a message login failed. So this is about the endpoint login submit. Listening on port 1000. So the Express app listens on port 1000 for incoming requests. A message is logged to the console indicating that the app is listening to the specified port. So this code essentially provides a simple web interface for users to sign up and log in. When users sign up, their information is stored in Firestore database. When user attempts to log in, their credentials are checked against the stored data in Firestore. The endpoints handle the communication between user's browser and the Firestore database. So this is the basic example, a real world scenario. We need to implement more robust security practices like error handling and validation. Now, let us see how it works and how it gives the login page and sign up page. So, as we run the program in terminal, now we have to check whether the local host is available or not. That is, we have to type local host. I have given the port number 1000. So first of all, I have to sign up for the account. So here we can see the sign up form. We have to fill some details like ZYX, and we can give a email like ZYX@123, and have to generate a password. So ZYX123. So we can see here the sign up is successful and it is asking for the login. So we have to log in here to check whether the data is stored and how we can be retrieve that data. So here localhost 1000. As we already sign up, we have to log in. We have to give the same email we have entered to retrieve the information. So ZYX@123, and have to give the password. So we can see here successful login. So as we are retrieving the data, and here we are storing the data. So here we can see this is the firestore database, and my collection name is user data. We can see here all the entered sign up emails, password, usernames are storing here. So literally we retrieve the information from this store database. So this is the firestore database.